In a bar of 4/4 time, there are 4 crotchet beats in a bar, and they are numbered 1, 2, 3 and 4. Beats 1 and 3 are known as the strong beats in a bar, while 2 and 4 are the weaker beats in a bar. And they would sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's have a bar of quavers. This is how they would sound: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Notice I had to put some ands between the numbers, and this is how we would write that. Let's clap again with the numbers: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The ands are what we call offbeats because they happen off the beat. Let's try clapping those while thinking about the offbeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If we add the ands to the first bar, it would look like this. And this is what it would sound like if we were to clap and count that rhythm together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try counting some more rhythms. Clap along with me for this rhythm. Now let's try adding the numbers to it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Did you get it? Let's try it once more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And this is what those numbers would look like in the music. Let's clap that rhythm one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're now going to look at syncopation. This is a syncopated rhythm, and we'll talk about why that is later. But first of all, this here is a quaver, what it looks like on its own when it's not joined to another quaver. It's just worth half a beat. Let's try clapping this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And let's see what that looks like with the numbers added. And we'll clap it again. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. This is called a syncopated rhythm because it has a longer note that starts on the off beat. Syncopations generally make music sound more funky or interesting. Let's clap that rhythm together. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try another syncopated rhythm. Let's try clapping this together. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. How did you get on with that one? Shall we try this again? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Try to count along when you're clapping. It will really help you. Now let's add the numbers that we just said while we were clapping the rhythm. And let's think about where the syncopation was in that bar. Can you see it? That's right. It's the and 4 because we have a longer note, which is a crotchet, starting on the off beat. Let's clap that rhythm one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try another syncopated rhythm. Now this one has lots of syncopations in it. First of all, let's try to clap this bar. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's see what those numbers look like. And that will help us spot that it is very syncopated because we have 3 crotchets in that bar that all start on the off beat. Let's think about that one more time as we clap it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we need to talk about ties in music. A tie joins 2 notes together with a curved line, like this. And let's just add the numbers so we can count these 2 bars, and then we'll clap the rhythm. And see if you notice as I clap the rhythm that I won't be clapping on the second one. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try that again. Try with me. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you kind of have to ignore that second one on the second bar. Spotting a tie over a bar nearly always means that the rhythm is syncopated, as it is in this case, because we have a long note that starts on an off beat. So this is a syncopated rhythm just here, with that tied note being a long note off the beat. Let's try another syncopated rhythm with a tie. Let's try clapping this first of all, ignoring the second note that is tied. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We'll do that one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's where our numbers fall. Hopefully you can see the syncopation there, because we have a long note used with the tie starting on the and that is our syncopated note. Let's try clapping that rhythm one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's now think about the rhythms that we have on the page and which ones are syncopated and which ones are not. The rhythms on the first line are not syncopated. All of the crotchets fall on the beat. All of those longer notes fall on the beat. So none of it sounds syncopated. And these are essentially standard rhythms or straight rhythms. On the second line, all of the rhythms are syncopated because they all contain longer notes, which in crotchets in this case, that fall off the beat. On the third line, the rhythms are all syncopated again because there are longer notes that fall off the beat due to ties in the music. Let's think about how minims are counted carefully. So a minim is worth 2 beats, and they would sound like this if we clap along. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So they are long notes worth 2 beats, and this is how we would write the numbers underneath. Think back to the beginning of the video where I told you that the second and fourth beats of the bar are weak beats and the first and third beats are strong beats. That's important for the next little section. Let's add the numbers into this rhythm, and then after that we're going to clap the whole line. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now that final bar does contain a syncopation because we have a minim falling on a weak beat. If we have a minim falling on a weak beat, that's either beats 2 or 4, that gives us a syncopation. Let's add a little more music here with a tie-in. And let's clap the whole line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that crotchet tied to another crotchet over the bar line gives us another syncopation because we have a long note that starts on a weak beat. So it's effectively a minim. I have given you a lot of information in this video. Feel free to rewind and go over any bits you didn't understand.